All right. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Welcome to I Lost My Podcast. Just want to take the time to say thank you for agreeing to be a part of my podcast and sharing your experience with grief of our beautiful mother.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, every podcast we start off by introducing yourself. So, could you introduce yourself to my listeners?
Well, my name is Najma. Now, my name is Jeff. I'm a brother, father. I'm a cardiovascular tech. First, I just want to give honor to God and Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, who is the head of my life. Najma.
And who is it that you lost?
I lost my mother.
You lost your mother. Okay. So, who can you describe for us who your mother was, or who our mother was to you? Can you describe the relationship between y'all two?
To me, mother was she was everything. She was strong. She was wisdom. She was powerful. She was. It was so many words in the one. Like, I think a lot of the ways that I move, a lot of way I see things in life, I get it from her. Didn't understand at the time because I was bad. I was talking to our cousin Candace on the phone, and she was just telling me, like, she's like, man, Jeff, I thought you was gonna be in jail when you get older, because man, you was just bad. And I was like, well, thank God for my mother, because that's who kept me in line. Because So she was,
So she meant everything to you.
Oh yes.
What is the greatest memory that you have with your mother, or a memory that takes you back that comes to mind instantly?
I think one that comes to mind is at basketball games. No matter how big the gym was, I would hear my mom. I would hear her voice. Like, it could be 50 people in the gym. It could be 200. I still hear her voice. That's one of the things I remember of Mom. I remember I tried to show out in front of Mom in the mall and tried to sag my pants a little bit. She said, "Boy, you better pull your pants up." I was like, "Man, chill out, Mama. What are you talking?" And she got me right in front of my friends and stuff and everything. But yeah, she was. That's two of the, not just, but that's two of the ones that come to mind right now.
I can vouch for that. I didn't know my mama could run so fast, but she chased you down for sure.
I said, "Oh, she for real."
She let you know she was not playing. She definitely was not. So we're gonna switch gears just a little bit. So let's go to the day that Mom passed. What do you remember most about that day? So what do you remember most about?
I remember Dad calling me. I remember first before we all got together for Dad's birthday and we was eating, just relaxing, just kicking it. And I think it was when Mom was coming off the chemo, and she was becoming herself again. It was like, yeah, okay. And I remember that night she was like, you know what, I got a taste for some knee-high peach. Give me a knee-high peach. I said, Mom, I'm gonna bring you two. And I think she asked you for something, and she was just all her favorite things. She was like, yeah, I can taste it again, everything. Oh yeah, that tastes so good, and da-da-da. And we all left. I gave her a hug, and Amila gave her a hug, and we left. And I think it was 2 a.m. I think that's when something like that. I think that's when Dad called, and I didn't really pay no attention because he would always, she gets short of breath, and I said, well, what'd she say? She said she just said don't call the ambulance. I said, oh yeah, she just probably just short of breath, like she, it happens or whatever, and think nothing of it. And because usually, that happened 6 or 7 times where she's like, yeah, I'm all right. I just couldn't catch my breath for a minute, and then I think when you called me, that's when I was like, oh, it's for real. I think you had came over there and really saw her, and I think she was still kind of with it. I think from what I'm trying to remember what you said, and she just kind of slumped over from what I heard. And I was like, well, you know what? I think she's good. You know, she's tough. She'll be all right. She gets short of breath all the time. And then I got to the hospital, and so I was like, and when we found out that she keeps coding, see, I'm in the medical field, so when somebody keeps coding, there's after about 2 or 3 times, like there's a possibility that, she ain't gonna come back, so, and I knew that, but I didn't want to tell Dad because I know how Dad is. So when we went back there, I already prepared in my mind for the worst. And I remember we all could see her rhythm. Dad was looking at me like, yeah, Jeff, tell me, she gonna be all right? That's a heartbeat, right? I said, yeah. I didn't want to tell him nothing else. Because, when you don't have a pulse and you have a rhythm that's called PEA, pulseless electrical activity. Yeah, see, I'm smart. Yeah. Know a little something. But so by them saying we don't have a pulse, and I can see that, and I was like, yeah, it's a no-go, But, to keep Dad kind of, like, yeah, let's just see. And then after she kept coding, I just stopped talking. Because Dad was looking at me, Jeff, you know what that is? Come on, Jeff, tell me. What? I just looked at the rhythm. That's all I could do, just look at the rhythm. Because I knew, the worst was coming. And, yeah.
Yeah. And around that time, you were getting ready to have a baby, right?
Yep. Junior was on the way. Yeah.
Was there anything significant that happened with the baby that day also, or?
Not that day. Maybe the day after the funeral. But that day, nothing that, he was just, yeah. But the day after the funeral, remember the next day, I think that night we had the repast, and, that morning Mila had a soccer game, and I remember that day it was just, I didn't know how to feel,
The day of the funeral?
It was the day of the funeral. I didn't know how to feel because I feel like the repast kind of helped me out a lot, just to kind of forget a little bit, not forget, but, just kind of get through it and whatnot. And having all the friends and family over and everything. But that day, the next day, it was just kind of, I think one of the things for me, I work so much. So, I was just like, all right, well, I've been off these days. So I started to see, started to feel a certain way, But that night, Amy started bleeding. And so we had to go to the hospital. And then, come to find out, I guess the cord, I don't know if the cord was wrapped around Junior's neck or what happened, because everything happened kind of fast. But he came right after, the day after the funeral, which I feel like...
Was that a month early?
Yeah, he was a month early. I feel like that was Mom and Junior's way of saying, nah, y'all not finna be, sad and crying. we're just going to bring you something just to kind of get your mind off. And ever since Junior's been here, I ain't going to say I forgot about it, but I haven't had a chance to really just sit and just like, oh, man, I miss my mom. Because as soon as if I feel like that, Junior comes jumping off the couch or he knocks over something and instantly, Mama, boy, come here. And, but, so I feel like, I think that's Mama's way of saying, you know what, I'm going to take care of you,
How has losing Mom affected you, if any, that you've noticed?
I feel like it affected me in, not saying it's a positive that she's not here, but it reminds me of a lot of things that she installed in me. Like I'll say some stuff and I'll sound just like Mama. Mila the other day was like, hey, I want to go to Japan House. She loves getting the sushi rolls, the sushi rolls from there. I'm like, you got Japan House money? And I'm like, that sounds like my mama. Hey. Or, just disciplinary, things that she used to always say. I sound like her in so many ways. And I never really said those things until she passed. And it just kind of Because I guess because when I think about her, all the things that, you know,